Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for the month of March. As always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you please do so. Also, if you're seeing this on TikTok, I'm really trying to build my YouTube following, so if you could go to the top of my page, click on my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel there, I would be so appreciative. Also, I am accepting personal readings at this time, so if that's something that interests you, please feel free to reach out. All right, let's get started. Okay. In the recent past, we have the Sun, and it's clarified by the Five of Wands. So you had some kind of, in the recent past, some kind of new beginning or some kind of happiness, something that you thought would potentially bring you long-term happiness or joy. And I think that it served its purpose for a while. I think that it did bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment and joy, and kind of nudged you to become a greater, more expanded version of yourself. But some issues or problems arose with this Five of Wands, some just unforeseen conflict. Like at the time that this Sun energy first came around, it felt really good, and you didn't really initially think this conflict would come around, but I think it did. Something boiled over, we'll say that. And I think that it either caused this Sun energy to end, or put it on pause, or it complicated it in some way, we'll put it that way. And but in the present, I don't know if you were able to work your way through it, or this past situation ended and something new has arisen. I think it's going to be different for each of you. But currently, your present energy is the King of Cups. So this could be you. Like, you could be like very much in your heart center right now, something that brings you emotional fulfillment or happiness. Or it could be someone external to you. Maybe you met someone or engaged with someone that exhibits these kind of heartfelt qualities that just brings you happiness and being around them. In the cross, we have the Six of Wands. So I think that, like, with this this new satisfaction and fulfillment, there's my Six of Wands is my victory card. So I think it feels like you've won here. It feels like you are winning. And it feels like you're kind of in a period of celebration, where you're kind of resting on your laurels. But in the future, we have the Judgment, and it's with the Justice card. So these are two major arcana cards, and you're gonna have to make some sort of judgment call, or you're gonna have like a wake-up call, or some kind of epiphany or revelation, some kind of like eye-opening experience moving forward. Or maybe you have to make a big decision that's gonna affect someone else. But somehow when this happens, whether it's a revelation or a decision or a judgment call that you have to make, or a judgment call that's being made with you involved in it, it's gonna bring more balance. It's gonna even out the scales. It's gonna bring kind of a sense of justice in what you've been experiencing. It's gonna even things out. So, and both of them are good cards. It's just, it's like a necessary thing that has to happen in order for whatever energy you're in now to progress, in order for this King of Cups and this Six of Wands, in order for this victory, this win to really be solidified. I think that it's going to entail this judgment, this revelation, this decision, bringing more order and balance. In the thing that you don't see coming, we have the Three of Wands. So it's planning, it's looking to the future, maybe it's travel plans, maybe it's like sitting down and making arrangements with someone. It's like literally configuring, like, okay, now that this happened, this judgment and this justice, how do I get from point A to point B? It indicates that there's some kind of like movement involved, or some kind of progression that's about to take place. It hasn't taken place yet, but you're planning and kind of drawing up the blueprints for how this progression is going to occur. Let's keep going. Okay, this is interesting. In your protagonist energy, we have the Moon. So it's like unforeseen issues, and somehow this is benefiting you. It's working in your favor. It's like things that haven't fully developed or become clear yet. Sometimes it can be like uncertainty or lack of clarity. But right now, I think while you're like in this planning phase, or while like you're waiting for this judgment and justice to happen, I think that it's okay to be a little bit patient, to wait and see how things are going to pan out. Like maybe this is cautioning you to just wait. Don't jump on anything yet, because things aren't really moving yet. With this Three of Wands, it's planning. So if there's uncertainty, lack of clarity, I would wait, because this indicates that there's like some unforeseen issues on your path that are about to kind of bubble to the surface. So I don't think that this is going to be like a big month of like movement or actually making the decisions. I think it's just kind of like, you're going to be in more like yin energy, more receptive energy, allowing for things to come to you rather than like pushing forward and blazing the trail. And that's okay. Some months are like, let's chill and see how things wait, and some months are about like action, action, action. And we are wrapping up our this is like wrapping up the year right now, because we're in Pisces season. When we start Aries season, that's the real start of the astrological new year. So that's when like 2025 is the energy is going to really start being brought in. So just allow things to kind of wrap up and finalize, and see how things feel and where they sit, and that's okay. In the antagonist, this kind of summarizes everything that I said. We have the Chariot. So like I said, it's not an advantageous time to push forward or move or gain real momentum. This is a slow, reflective time to just see where things land, I guess. So like I wouldn't rush to make travel plans or movement plans, or like job change plans or relationship change plans, or just see what transpires. In the outcome, we have the Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands. So you're going to have to kind of take the higher ground and like really stand up for yourself. You're going to have to stand your ground about something. And I think it's in regards to this judgment and this justice. Maybe you have to tell someone some like unfavorable news, or maybe you're a little bit hesitant to do so, but I really think that you need to stand firm in what you know and what you do believe when it is time for you to move forward with this. But also in the outcome we have change, but it's fortunate change. It's like karmic, destined change that's nudging you in the direction that you need to go. And also, but the direction where you're headed is this Four of Wands. It can deal with homecoming, or new, like a happy, satisfying relationship, maybe moving in with someone, or like making a home with someone. And it doesn't have to be physical, like maybe your soul just feels at home with someone and you're dating them, or even just like it could even just pertain to like a friendship or maybe a job situation. But you're gonna have to stand your ground. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself, be defensive, not in a negative way. You can defend yourself and be defensive in a gentle way, and just say, this is where I stand, and I'm sorry that we're kind of in an impasse. But embrace the change, because it's trying to lead you here to this Four of Wands. It's trying to take you to some soul agreement or something like that with but it involves another person, and it feels good. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is kind of my indication that this is maybe romantically related, or at least it pertains to a family, because the Ten of Cups has somewhat similar energy as this Four of Wands here, in that it doesn't just involve one person. It involves one person in relation to another or several people. Family connotation, home connotation, love, emotional connotation. In the overall energy, so this the way I'm reading it, this is kind of what's tying things up, and this might be what this moon energy is, what has yet to reveal itself. We have the Hierophant, the Devil, and we have the Emperor. So the Devil, this is your energy. This is Capricorn for sure. But with this Hierophant, it can mean like, I read it as like tradition and family and things that pertain to like maybe culture, or like the way that you do things in your family. It can relate to higher institutions like education, or like corporate worlds or banking institutions. It also means spirituality, or religion as we define it, because this is kind of the masculine energy equivalent of the High Priestess here, the Hierophant. But somehow this tradition, it's restrictive energy is how I always read it. It's not expansive energy. It's something like keeping you tied back, like keeping you smaller, because this is how we've always done it in the past. And that's what this Devil energy is. It's something tying you down, keeping you restricted, keeping you small. It can be codependency or toxicity, or even like addiction, like alcoholism or drugs, or something like that. But and then again, like this Emperor, it's more restrictive energy. This is my most controlling card. This is someone that wants to do things because this is the way we keep tradition alive, and this is the way that we've always done it, and this is how it is in our family, or this is how it is at the place that we work, and these are the rules. There's something about this what has yet to reveal itself, what's causing you to go slow right now and not just embrace this new, you're getting to the new. Like, trust me, with the outcome being the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands, this is where you're headed. I don't think it's happening this month. It's going to occur sometime in the astrological new year. But for the rest of the year, for the rest of the month, for the rest of March, this is what you're dealing with. And it's hiccups, it's slow movement, it's restriction, but it's external to you, and it's happening because you're allowing it to happen. And this is why this Seven of Wands is appearing. You're going to have to put your foot down in order to get here, in order to get to the change that feels good, in order to get to this happy family situation, in order to get to this partnership that works, that can get off the ground, that can exist between you and another. You're going to have to stand up and put your foot down to this energy. I mean, look at these colors. It's dark, it's red, it's toxic and just restrictive. That's the word that keeps coming to mind over and over and over again. The way out of that to something that's more freeing is this: putting your foot down, drawing boundaries, saying, okay, you can't control me, you can't do this. We need to compromise or have a conversation and see where your energy ends and mine starts. All right. I hope this helps, Capricorn.